Director Curator at Salmon Arm Art Gallery.
I'm Kate Fagervik. I'm the Manager of Visitor Experience.
Today we're doing our curatorial talk about walking at 6,000 feet, featuring Lisa Figueroa and Phil McIntyre-Paul.
We are down on the Raven Trail because we thought it was apropos to be walking for the curatorial talk. Should we go for a walk and talk about the show?
Absolutely.
So why did we choose to have this show in the gallery?
Well, I think it's very exciting to talk about walking as an art form. When you have a painter like Lisa Figueroa and a really incredibly knowledgeable and experienced trail guide like Phil McIntyre-Paul, what a great opportunity to talk about walking as an art form with the two different perspectives.
When you gave me the opportunity to assistant curate and I got to start learning more about Lisa and popping down periodically into her studio to see what she'd been, creating for the show, my mind really started to think about what other types of media we could maybe pair with it to enhance Lisa's messaging. And that's when you told me about these trail experiences that you had with Phil McIntyre-Paul working on the Trail Mix project.
Just experiencing the trails the way Phil experiences a trail, where you have somebody who's knowledgeable about the ecosystem, who has history and has poetry in his pocket. You have an awareness that is unlike other trail walking experiences. So I was pretty excited when we started talking about what we could do to create a more dynamic exhibition, and I thought, oh man, Phil needs to be part of this.
So we met with Phil and we didn't really have to talk him into doing the show, but we did have to talk him in a little bit to realizing that he is an artist, that what he's been doing his whole life is, legitimate art. And then he layers all these other media into his walks, playing with people, playing with mindfulness, playing with the environment as a teacher, just like Lisa's playing with the environment as her ultimate teacher. She speaks really spiritually about her experiences up in the Alpine. And
it wasn't too hard to convince both the artists to have this dual exhibition where they complement each other so much, because both of them admired the other's work so much. So Lisa has been painting the landscape in the Shuswap and around BC, and in fact Western Canada and the United States for like 35 years. So she's definitely developed a very specific style that is quite recognizable. And so what makes it interesting to look at somebody else's landscape is seeing something that you might not be able to see when you're in the same spot. And so Lisa is seeing a vibrancy and energy and even a sensuality in the landscape that she really wants to portray. I think that's why people are really drawn to her paintings.
It's been pretty neat to watch the visitors in the gallery. It's like they're walking through memory lane. If they've been to any of these locations, it suddenly stirs all of their own memories and emotions around that.
We all like to think that, oh, I've been there, I've seen that, but when you're looking at it through another artist's eyes, you're thinking, wow, I want to go back there. I want to see that differently now. That's something that Lisa's paintings does for people, make them want to return to the places that they find familiar.
And then Phil's sort of audio meditations that you can put on create these random experiences so that no gallery visitor is having the same experience as anybody else. So that's kind of neat. You can put on the headphones and be transported to a winter snowshoe, or you're suddenly at Little Mountain on a windy day, or encountering a bear on a path. Actually, we didn't. Hey bear!
Hey bear!
Hey yo!
Hey bear!
Yeah, we should have done that at the start.
I saw a bear on this trail once. So one of the things that's really great about Phil's audio talks is that he's using not only alpine and sub-alpine trails, but also the local ones, ones you could get to within 5 minutes of your home. And I think we're so fortunate here in the Shuswap to have all these amazing trails. Raven Trail is a great example of this beautiful 4 to 5 kilometer stretch where we can just feel like we're connecting again.
Yeah, we are really lucky. Well, if you and your pod want to come down and visit Walking at 6,000 Feet at the Salmon Arm Arts Center, we are open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the show is on until June the 19th, so you've got lots of time to stop by. Thanks for joining us, and we hope that you enjoy watching Lisa and Phil's Artist Talks. See you soon. I'm always looking for, if the housing market gets too crazy, like where I would nest.